So for tie rod ends, I'm going to take the wheel. I'm going to go out of there. You're in the shot. You're right in the way. Come on.
Y'all don't even like me, no stabbing them every
Hey guys, welcome back for another video. So today I wanted to talk about honesty when you're dealing with shops and automotive technicians. We're going to use my buddy's SUV as an example here. We're taking a second look at it. But before we jump into this, you guys, I wanted to talk about being grateful, staying on your grind, and I just wanted to talk about a few things. I wanted to thank everybody for all the support we're getting on the channel. This right here was probably my favorite Christmas gift that I've gotten in a long time. I'm going to show you, look at that. We got the logo on the sweatshirt. So I was going to wait till about 5,000 subscribers to drop a merch line, but I've seen some interest in this. So you guys, I'm looking into that. I got to kind of look at some different price point type things. This is super nice. It's embroidered actually. It's not a screen print. It's actually embroidered and stitched into the shirt. So I just wanted to say, you guys, manifest your goals and get after them and don't give up, because eventually you're going to run out of ways to fail, and little things like this are going to serve as motivation, and you're going to see those goals materialize. You can see behind me, I also got an oil drain bucket for my new lift that I have at home at the shop. We're back at my folks' place currently for the holidays, and because I couldn't use my lift for another week waiting for that concrete to set up, we're gonna look at this car here. I just got it up on jack stands right now. Think about all the little items of support that you receive, you guys, for reaching your goals. I mean, like even that oil drain bucket, it shows that my family, my friends, my loved ones, they believe in me, they believe in the channel. Last year I got some camera gear. This year I get to see my logo on a shirt, which is really weird, and I got equipment to kind of support the shop, support the lift, and all that stuff. So you guys, one of my favorite phrases in the entire world is, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Don't illegitimize the importance of small, tiny steps, all right? You're gonna take small steps. It's gonna take longer than you think, but manifest your goals, believe in yourself. Now let's get into this video. So like I said, you guys, we're gonna be using my buddy's SUV as a perfect example for this video. Now, I wanna preface this by saying, you know, automotive, it gets a really bad rap. Auto mechanics get a bad rap, and you know, oh, you're ripping people off. Automotive mechanics, automotive technicians, whatever you wanna call us, we all get a bad rap because I think a lot of it stems from, I mean, yeah, there are bad people out there. There are bad mechanics. There's people ripping people off all the time. But with cars, almost everybody has one. So everybody has a story of themselves or a family member or a friend getting ripped off at some point in time. Now, not everybody knows everything about their car, so it's kind of, a lot of times people are easy targets, but we also have to understand that when you're looking at different opinions, getting a second opinion, mechanics are all people. So we're gonna have different opinions on the severity of things, etc., etc. But if you have a good, honest mechanic with a good knowledge base, you should be able to pinpoint things that should be replaced and maybe should not be replaced. So let's take a look at this Buick. First, to start out, I'm just gonna tell you exactly what my buddy had went to the shop for. We have a box underneath my old man's Christmas present there that has about $500 of O'Reilly's parts in it. I said, look, get all the stuff they recommended and keep your receipt. I'll check it out. I'll tell you what I think, and then we can replace what's needed. You can return the rest. I'm gonna go out of there. You're in the shot. You're right in the way. All right, so first things first, the shop that my buddy took this to said that it needed tie rod ends and ball joints on both sides. So 4 ball joints and outer tie rod ends. Tie rod ends, typically you're gonna wiggle side to side, and I know you can't really see it on the camera too well, but there is some play there. Ball joints, you're gonna wanna go up and down, and I don't feel any play up and down at all. All right, so for this next part, we're gonna have to grab a light, get on the creeper. Is this thing even gonna work? Yep, okay. Boop. Look at that. We're gonna try to go under here. Oh, this light is garbage. All right, so I checked both sides on the Buick here. We do need outer tie rod ends. That's been confirmed. The ball joints, I'll show you when I crawl under there, but those are okay. I wouldn't worry about replacing those. The shop also recommended a power steering line that was leaking, and they said that the sway bar end links needed to be replaced, and I believe they said the rear sway bar was broken, so you should replace the entire sway bar. So we're gonna crawl under the car, and we're gonna look at some of that stuff. All right, so here's your sway bar end link right here, and as far as these go, I mean, same with the ball joints. You can check these boots and just make sure they're in good shape, but more important, importantly is any play that exists in this link here. Ball joint, just to show you, is up there, and that actually looks okay as well. But like I said, the most important thing is the play. And so I actually took a pry bar and stuck it in here and just kind of wiggled stuff around. Nothing's broken. You can see it's actually attached on both ends. The nut is still intact. Everything looks like it's in pretty good shape. There's no clunks when you drive the car. So these end links are actually okay. So the reasoning behind telling him that he needs to replace these is beyond me. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with these at all, other than trying to upsell work. I also checked the entire sway bar all the way to the other side, and there was nothing wrong with that either. There is the lower ball joint as well, also in decent shape, no play. So let's roll to the back and look at that sway bar that's broken. Alright, so I don't have the rear of the vehicle up on jack stand, so it's a little lower. Got the light under here so you can see. Again, same thing with the rear end links. I checked those. You just put a pry bar, flathead in there. Obviously, they're not physically broken and detached. Sometimes on the GMs, that is kind of a common issue, but that's usually on a different style of end link. So what I think they were talking about, if I zoom in on the sway bar here, you can see right there where the powder coating is peeling off the sway bar. Now, if I touch that, you can see that's not, I mean, it's not broken. It's a solid metal bar. It's just the powder coating peeling off the sway bar. So I went all along that sway bar and inspected it. You can see right there, it's kind of peeling as well, but there would be no need to replace this. All right, you guys, so there you have it. I did not show you the leak on the power steering because it was really hard to get the camera up in there just to show you. So I will give that shop that credit. They said it wasn't something that needed to be replaced immediately, but the one thing that just irritates me is when I work on a car and the customer's like, oh, I'm gonna go get a second opinion. I personally hate that because I don't rip off customers. So the fact that there are people out there who are willing to be dishonest, and trust me, there's plenty of them, but I personally like to believe there's more honest technicians than there are bad ones. So I am glad that we took a second look at this, because those people just make our jobs harder. Like I said, I hate it when people, oh, I need to get a second opinion, but I don't blame them. And you know, half the time it comes back, and when they take it to their mechanic, they give them some horror story on we're trying to rip them off. So obviously they're going to be pickier about that, but I'm glad we took a second look at this thing. We're going to end up saving my buddy a lot of money. We're just going to replace those tie rod ends. He'll have to go get an alignment, and then I have one drivability concern that he wants me to check out. So I just wanted to bring you guys this video and show you a little bit of some of the stuff we got going on. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Drop a big like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have not already, and we'll see you next time.